Is there a maximum speed humans can safely travel? Speed is relative. You are traveling at 230 km relative to galactic center, 0 ms relative to air around you assuming there is no wind. So, speed itself is meaningless. As you mentioned, acceleration will impact human body, but small acceleration over a long period of time can produce insane speed and you wouldn't feel anything. If you are in a medium, such as air, traveling at high velocity relative to it will result in friction. At high speed, it will shred you to pieces and incinerate these pieces. But if your medium is being accelerated together with you, there is no problem. Nothing can go faster or as fast as the speed of light, but outside that, no. One way to get to that conclusion is that we know there are no special frames of reference. You can pick any object, decide it's stationary while everything else is moving, and physics still works out just the same. That wouldn't hold if you could go too fast. If you're traveling at a constant speed in a straight line, it's the same thing from your perspective as not moving at all. Doesn't matter how fast you are actually moving. I'm pretty sure that the limit is ludicrous speed. I saw that somewhere. No. In fact, in physics all speed is relative. Any object is stationary according to its own reference frame. If you're standing still, it just usually means you're stationary relative to Earth's surface. But you're on a rotating planet that is orbiting the Sun, which is in turn orbiting the center of the galaxy. The Earth's orbital speed is around 67,000 miles per hour. So, even standing still you're moving at a pretty crazy speed. Nope, what kills you is the sudden acceleration or deceleration, or g-force. You can travel at any speed safely, as long as you get there gradually and you don't make any sudden sharp turns or sudden stops. It's all relative. Our galaxy travels 1.3 million miles per hour. Our solar system travels at 514,000 mph. Our Earth at 66,627 mph. Sitting in a car you could go 70 mph. Now go and calculate the speed of a human as an outside observer from our galaxy. ISS travels at 17,500 mph, so at least that fast. From the perspective of the Omegod particles n.wikipedia.org wiki Omegod particle. We're all traveling 0.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 times the speed of light with no adverse effects, except being really squashed in one direction and living life in slow motion. But we also live way longer, so that counters it out. Speed or velocity is not the problem. It's acceleration that can cause harm. Sudden acceleration can definitely kill you. But it won't make a difference if you were traveling 30 mph or 300 mph in a vehicle as long as there are no sudden changes in acceleration. When the train was first invented, people were legitimately worried that traveling faster than 20-30 mph would result in death due to oxygen deprivation. In a totally empty vacuum, no limit other than the speed of light. As others have stated, physics would let you go very close to light speed, but light speed itself seems to be unattainable. The only setback to being close to light speed is, you would probably crash with something in your way. Don't know the possibility of it happening, but touching anything at that speed would feel just like if that other thing was going at that speed and hit you. You would die immediately, just disappear into the void of cosmos. Speed you travel doesn't matter at all. It's the rate that you accelerate and decelerate that matters if you want to stay alive and not become a smear of blood and bone dust. Keep in mind that even as you sit in front of your computer, you're traveling 67,000 mph because that's how fast the Earth moves in orbit around the Sun. One adverse effect is time dilation. Essentially, as you approach the speed of light in a spaceship, time inside the ship passes slower. At very close to the speed of light you could literally watch the heat death of the universe. According to an old Archie cartoon I saw 25 years ago, at one time people believed the human body could not withstand speeds greater than 35 mph. This has since been disproven. Theoretically, not other than the speed of light. However, if you were traveling in an atmosphere you will reach a point that an unprotected human body could not handle the wind. I don't know where that is though. You're already traveling at crazy speeds. The Earth orbiting, solar system moving, galaxy hurtling toward the great attractor. Humans are unable to perceive speed. We do, however, have the ability to perceive acceleration. That is why we are able to shift our body weight to counter the acceleration when standing on a moving train. For example, if you were to travel just below the speed of light and accelerated for 30 million years you would feel the constant acceleration throughout, but you would be unable to perceive your velocity at any given moment. So, there are no adverse effects at all, I guess, unless you take into consideration the traveling time. No speed is a non-factor, acceleration is positive or negative.